It's all well to talk about Sharia theoretically, but we see now all around the world human rights abuses with people applying Sharia. What use is it if practically it doesn't seem to result in fairness?
Well, I wish it was applied anywhere, but unfortunately, after colonialism, what did colonialism do? People say that you can't blame colonialism for everything, but what did colonialism do to the Middle East? So there was no boundaries between Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Palestine, Egypt. Where did those boundaries come from? Where did those flags come from? Where did the names even of those different countries come from? We didn't make it. We didn't invent it. So why is there now a boundary between Turkey and Syria? It is from the Treaty of Lausanne, which was signed due to the Allies imposing that as victory conditions after World War I. You didn't have all this strife between minority groups in the Middle East. You didn't have Sunni-Shia wars. You didn't have any of that stuff. And yet now, after secularism, we all live wonderfully killing and shooting each other, unfortunately. And that's their so-called enlightened state they gave to us. So I would say that we don't have Sharia. And those who do campaign for Sharia in the Muslim world, which ultimately will mean that Muslims will have a state which will be independent of foreign control. We won't be selling our resources to other people at dirt cheap prices. We'll be using those resources ourselves to build up our own industries. We'll be controlling our own strategic political policies. It's something that the West does not want to see. And so what do? They intervene repetitively. UK has been bombing Iraq 5 times. They've been coming to Iraq during the last 100 years. They've been invading the Middle East so many times, they should probably have a reward card. Right? And so we're not allowed to live by our system. These puppet dictators are propped up by Western powers, so we don't even get a choice. And if you are campaigning to get a choice, if you're campaigning to have an independent state of Sharia which will liberate the Muslims, will give rights to Muslims, and protect the rights of non-Muslims in the region, and protect their holy places too, which are being destroyed right now, they call you an extremist. Just me coming through Australian border security, apart from them asking me a million and one questions for 2 hours, by the way, when I came there 2 weeks ago, one of the questions asked me, do you want to establish a caliphate? So we're not in Australia. I have no intention of coming to Australia and imposing myself on the Australians. I mean, that's the same Australians haven't done for at least 12 years anyway. But they'd call me an extremist for merely wanting a caliphate state in the Middle East.
Well, I'd like to endorse Abdullah's comments. I think what he's saying to you is really sensible.
You're not an extremist then?
Maybe I am. I'm extremely interested in seeing peace in the Middle East, and also seeing the wealth of the Middle East shared out equally amongst, or not equally, but fairly amongst all of the Islamic and non-Islamic citizens of the Middle East. And what Abdullah said about the sort of absurd geographical sort of carve-up that occurred after the First World War is absolutely correct, I think. It's caused huge problems in the Middle East. And Western countries have got a lot to answer for, particularly the United States. I mean, look what happened in Iran in 56 or 55 when an elected government was overthrown by the CIA. The West have many lessons to learn from previous involvement in the Middle East, and in my opinion, we should get out of it as quickly as we can and allow the occupants of those countries to determine their own fate. And also, if those people choose to be ruled by a Sharia system, particularly one that seems to accord with Sheikh Kabani's views about the way it works, well and good.
You've radicalised them.